Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great today. Today we're going to work on this lovely, beautiful vase. It's quite a statement all by itself. And whenever you're working with glass and you can put water in something, your flowers are going to be super happy. But it's also a little bit hard to design in. And so we've made a grid with floral tape. And just for an example, we would never put green tape on a glass, but this is just to show you how you do it. When you're working with floral tape, you want to make sure that everything is dry, including your hands, or it won't stick. So the floral tape helps you be able to put your stems in. It's a really wide mouth. If we didn't have this in here, everything would just fall over to one side or the other. So that helps you quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be for a 60th birthday, so it's sort of a special milestone birthday, so we're going to make it super special today. And again, anything that's going in the water, you want to make sure that you get the leaves off, give everything a fresh cut. And we're going to start this one. We're going to make sure that it looks pretty from all sides. And so we're going to continue to turn our little Lazy Susan around and go from there. All right, we're going to turn him the opposite direction and give this a fresh cut. Pull a few more of these leaves off. There we are. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put a few more in just to make it a little bit fuller, trying to get our height and just our form and our shape. When I'm working in water, I like to go ahead and do a lot of greenery first because it provides sort of a nest for your flowers, and it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to put your flowers exactly where you want them when you want to put them in. So that's super helpful. I learned that the hard way, the very, very hard way. So hopefully you can see this, and if you try it, these tips will help you, and you have something really pretty. So even already, just with this vase, you can't even see me, hello. Even with just this vase and the greenery, it's starting to look really pretty. I think I've mentioned before that anytime you design, you want to use 3 kinds of flowers, and you also want to use 3 kinds of greenery. Can you break these rules? Absolutely. They get broken all the time, but these are just general rules for making something that's pretty and cohesive. Just general rules. Everybody breaks rules, so, and you do what works for you, but you try to learn what you can to end up with something that might be a little prettier than if you didn't follow any rules. Okay, now I'm going to get a different kind of a greenery. It's nice to use several kinds of greenery because it makes for a really cohesive look, and gives it a little bit more texture, a little bit more interest than just one kind of greenery. This sort of looks like a little bit of evergreen. It's a very pretty, almost looks like rosemary in a way. And again, I'm pulling all the lower leaves off of it, all the lower, I guess you really wouldn't call these limbs, needles off of this one. So we're going to keep turning this guy around. A Lazy Susan really helps for you when you're designing something that needs to be seen from all sides. So just something simple to invest in if you're going to be doing a lot of flowers. Really helps. This one is kind of dramatic, which I love about this. The vase just kind of screams for attention. And we are giving it quite the attention. So, all right, now if you look real carefully, everything that's in the water, there's no leaves in the water, and you want that because if you do have leaves that go in the water, it creates bacteria, and that makes your flowers die quicker. So make sure that you're consistent with that. We did put floral food in with our water, and you always want to do that, and it helps your flowers again stay fresher longer. So the flower food is the little packet that you get usually when you buy like a little package of flowers. A lot of people throw it away. Don't throw it away. You want to actually use it because it really does help your flowers. It helps also keep the bacteria away, and it helps balance the pH in the water. So lots of good stuff in that one little packet. Okay. Continue to add just a little bit here. And if you don't like where you put it, you can readjust. But even with just this greenery, again, it's just looking so pretty with just the greenery, which I love. Okay, let's turn him around, see how we're liking him. He's a little full with greenery right there. We might move that around a little bit. Okay, all right, I'm liking that a lot. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some safari, which is super pretty. It has a little bit of a burgundy tint to it, but it's dramatic and makes it look to me kind of woodsy and natural, but certainly adds quite a bit of volume to this. So that's exciting. I think I mentioned before that the shop is actually closed. And we are very anxious. I'm so excited to be in here working today. We are very anxious to get back working again. It's hard when you like to do flowers and you get used to doing that on a daily basis, and then all of a sudden you're not here, but we all need to stay safe, so we're doing our part. Okay, so I've added some safari, given it a little bit more color and texture. And now I think I'm going to try to add my big flower, which is going to be some lilies. And these are some beautiful pink lilies that are just fresh and happy and healthy. And I'm going to put them, I want them to have center stage. So I'm putting them, I'm going to turn it around so you can see where I put that one. Okay. And then I have another that actually has, look at 3 buds on one stem. Now you can, if you're doing something lower, you can break those off and use them in different arrangements. But for this, we're gonna keep them just like they are because they're gonna be super pretty. Okay, and there we've added our lilies right there. And look at this one, 2 with 1 little bud. I'm going to put him on this other side. Okay, so I'm going to turn him around. You can see from all directions how pretty it is. It's coming along. Okay, and now I'm going to add, we have some beautiful, beautiful, oh my goodness, just, these roses, garden roses. Look at the ruffles in those. And they each have a little bud, which I thought was really pretty. But the pink, the darker pink, is going to make a nice complement to our lighter pink. So I'm going to start adding our roses. I'm going to turn it around so you can see where I've added. Okay, and I'm going to turn it back around from my standpoint so I can see what I'm doing here. This is kind of a challenge here. You can't see me and I can't see you. But anyways, we're going to do our best. Sometimes it's hard to get the rose right where you want it, or the flower. So you just have to kind of readjust along the way, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to turn this around so you can see where we are. I'm going to add a few more over on this side. Okay, and I think I'm going to try to get one toward the middle. a little high. Okay. All right. And I also have some beautiful, very antique-y looking, almost peach in nature roses that I felt would be just such a pretty complement with what we've got going so far. I'm going to add them a little bit lower than our other roses, if you can see where I've added that. And I'm going to continue on. Let's see if I can do this where you can see what I'm doing. We usually have workshops in this room where I'm working today, and we've not been able to have our workshops because of the virus, and we're missing all of our wonderful people. But we're going to get back to that as soon as we can, and I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of workshops. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn it around so you can see where we are. I think I'm going to try to go toward the middle with one of these as well. Give it a pop of that color up high. Okay, here we are. All right, and I think I'm going to put one more down here low. This is a typical round, and so you try to do what you do on one side, you try to do on the other. This is a big round though. All right, there we are. Oh, pretty, very pretty. And then for a little bit of drama, I'm going to add some tulips. And tulips have a mind of their own, and they kind of grow toward the light and do what they want. So if I put them right here, right now, they may be turned up a little bit tomorrow, but it'll still be pretty. I just like having a little bit of different kind of flower, a little bit of different color. Okay. And again, what you do to one side, you want to do to the other. So in a typical round. And then for a little bit more drama, I have some curly willow that actually has some buds on it. And it's pretty when you can find it like that, and I'm just thrilled that we were able to. And this certainly adds quite a lot of drama, a lot of woodsiness about it, some definite movement. Sometimes these are harder to put in because they have a bend somewhere. Yep. So you kind of got to cut it down, get it in there however you can. There we go. Much better. All right. And we'll continue to add a little more. I'm going to grab this one. It has a little more going on it. Look at that. It's got a lot going on it. Okay. I feel like the invisible flower designer. Okay. I almost need a ladder to get these in. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it around and put some on this side. Okay. Oh, look at this one. It has two little channels on it too. Okay. Get these going this way. Yeah. Okay. And I'm really thinking this is pretty. I like everything. Looking all around, I see a little bit of everything from every vantage point. One thing that I need to do at this point is kind of break the line of the container. And for that, I'm going to use some Floral. I'd love to be able to use some eucalyptus here, but I don't have any right now. That would be such a pretty look here, but we are running a little bit low on flowers just because we're not open. Okay, I'm going to turn this around so you can see where I've added these flowers here, kind of coming down over the container. anytime you have any mechanics, you want to cover that. So I want to make sure that I've covered my tape, even though it's clear tape. Sometimes you can still see it. So you want to make sure that you do that too. It's weird being in here by myself. Usually there's so much energy in here and we're all working and we work hard, but we have a really good time in here. We all love working with flowers. And so it's always nice to come to a job that you absolutely love, and we all do. So I can't wait for everybody to be able to be back in the shop with us and our customers back and all the hustle and bustle that goes along with that. Okay, and I think we have it. I'm going to turn them around so you can see it from all directions. I think our birthday girl is going to be happy. I hope she is. And I was glad to be here with you today, and hopefully we'll be able to share a few more of these with you soon. Okay, bye.